Uh, hello, hello. Uh, yeah, she's home. She's doing okay. She ate. Use banjo. I'll do character requests for subs as long as the character request is, a character I have played. I'll do that. Play a couple games. Don't give in to your intrusive thoughts, play Diddy. That might be good. That might be smart. How many subs? I just meant like, just like one sub and I'd play a character that I've played in the past. Not against doing it for a couple games, but obviously Diddy practice would be best. But I did just pay thousands of dollars on my cat, so extra money would not hurt.
Okay.
Please, thank you for the 52 months. I don't know about random, bro. Thank you so much for the 52 months. Going on with your cat? She's newly diabetic and she had like a fever and all and bathroom trouble, so we've just been trying to figure stuff out. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, she's doing okay right now. We're gonna have to do like weekly appointments and figure out the best way to like monitor her blood sugar. Yeah, it's a lot. I just shield poked. The heck? I'm reading both chats at the same time, actually. It's not actually in my area. Why do you think it's my area? Maybe we're thinking of different things, but... Yeah, that's not necessarily my area. It would still be over an hour away. Unfortunately. Yeah, sadly it's too far. Not worth. Might have to switch controllers. This one is sucking. It's a little stiff. Yeah, this controller is... This sucks, dude. Not sure what to do anymore. Yeah, this control stick isn't very good right now for me either. My controller has been having, like my usual controller's been having problems since whenever QuaiCon was. So yeah, been rough. Like the movements are just bad. It's kind of like the kind of hard to explain. It feels like it's the vertical movements specifically. I didn't know what side I was on. This controller sucks. This controller, man. Try the other one. I have one more to try, and if that doesn't work, then we simply suffer. I don't know which one I should use. Yeah, maybe I should just end the stream, bruh. Buy a new controller. Investment. Bounty hunt. That's always an option.
Terms are closed.
I'm surprised.
She keeps going over the couch, so like
They didn't mention that.
I think probably because they did. But she keeps going over the couch like full on. Keeps
That's
falling.
probably why she fell like 10 minutes ago or something. Or you said she was trying to get up there and she could.
Oh, she was trying to do the same.
Oh.
She was trying to like claw it, but I guess her claws are too short. She just keeps eating it.
This controller feels just as bad as the other one, dude. It's really predicament. Thank you for not doing Street Fighter most of the time like every other Smash player. Riddles fan 6 is happy I'm not playing Street Fighter. What are we doing? You know what I mean? Feels like I'm using like a third-party controller. Like the sounds are just so clunky, you know? I never understood why that hurt meme happened. He wasn't using that controller. I was never sure. I was like, why him of all people, you know? Dude, I cannot move on this thing. Oh. I'm gonna try the other one again. Really start comparing them. Stick is just like crunching when I move it. We finally learned the seed matchup. Let's go. No, I refuse actually. My brain won't take any of the information in. I'm actually the only human that doesn't know how to fight Steve. We suck versus Steve. I'd be offended if I was good against Steve, actually. Low-key, if you're bad against Steve, that means you're just based. Simple as that. You heard it from me. You should be bad versus Steve. If you truly want to be a real human, you should be bad versus Steve. It's so hard to dash on this controller. You're horrible against Steve. Just means you're a real one, bro. Simple as that. You okay? I literally can't move with this controller. Dude, I'm heartbroken that my controller broke. thought it was just a one-time thing when it happened in Hawaii, but now it's permanent. The stick keeps like coming out of the fucking thing on this one. My original controller could be repairable, but I just don't have a way to do it at home. It's just one button. The Z button isn't really working properly. And then I have some spares I'm working with, but none of them feel great. I don't know if I have to like, you know, play with them for a while or something, but yeah, it's kind of rough to try to play Smash. Not really enjoyable. I think I had that controller for a while, so it makes sense, but it'd be nice if it was repairable. It would make sense if the Z button just need to be like, I don't know, cleaned or something. the heck is that? Yeah, I've actually never opened up a controller myself, or I'm actually so like not tech savvy with like, I don't know, computers and controllers, like that shit is not for me. So I've never even really had a heavily modded controller ever. The one I'm using is the only time I've ever even tried it, and I haven't even used it in that, like, maybe a local and maybe tried it at a tournament and then stopped. I'm usually just like a standard person for the controllers, so. Down smash with kill. I was trying to be a cool guy. I'm not focusing on anything right now. For now, I'm just I'm testing controllers out. Plus, the connection isn't good enough to be doing something like that, anyways. Crazy, dude. You okay? What's up? I ate the banana, even though it was fresh. You okay? I've never played Dark Souls. It's currently not on my radar. No, I've never played Persona either. What games are on your radar? I just finished Sunshine last night. My first time ever like beating Mario Sunshine. I'm gonna play Dream Team. I want to play. I haven't played the two 3DS Mario and Luigi games, so I'm gonna play those just to celebrate the new game announcement, you know. And then I might play maybe some Zelda, maybe some Metroid. Basically, like let the direct kind of play out my next games. That's what I was hoping for anyway. So. You don't like long video games? What do you mean? Yeah, I just said I haven't played the 3DS Mario and Luigi game, so that means I played Superstar Saga because that's the first game. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the length of games. I just haven't played those games. Yeah, I played Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, and Bowser's Inside Story. I like from my favorite to least favorite, it's probably Bowser's Inside Story, Partners in Time, and then Superstar Saga. Yeah, they're really good games for sure. Tiny's just waiting for B to come back. Holy fuck, dude. I was in advantage state and I died. The minecart was faster than my advantage state. That was just unavoidable once I committed. It's crazy. What's the bracket like right now, Ross? Also, what's good? Wait, did the peanut just do damage? Or is that just coincidence? Dude, I can't like go into my dash. Oh, it's grands. Oh man, my fucking stick keeps coming out of the fucking, like, what is it, like a socket or something? Like, what word do I use?
Okay.
Monkey fucking flip! If you aren't pulling on it, it's probably bad. Yeah. It's like my controllers are like, they're all usable, but they're not quite, you know, perfect. So it's a hard decision. I've never used a fob. Or like owned one. I don't get it! Why didn't that hit? F smash incoming, F smash incoming. Like, why? Why didn't that Z drop hit? Does Steve not have a fucking hurt box when he have bees? Well, yes, but. I think that's what makes the matchup so difficult. Stuff like edge guarding isn't very viable. I feel like the other character is more likely to die than Steve off stage. That one could have gone either way, but even that, I expected that to land. Dude, my fucking control stick. Oh no! Some weird shit. Some weird shit in my favor. I lose. Yeah, it's just a bad hurt box, like, design or whatever. Also, Just Al, thank you for the 5 months. I think I missed that. Thank you so much. Tiny's alright. I'm watching her right now. She ate and stuff. I'm very happy she's home.
Okay.
Batch, thank you for the 3 months. Thanks so much. She only stayed overnight one night, but she went to the vet twice in total. Huh.
Okay.
I tried to do the frame perfect down tilt. Not on this fucking controller. was about to say, moment of truth. Is Steve edge guardable? Nope, just no hurt box. No hurt box again. Didn't even catch the banana, just straight up didn't get hit by it. Lorax, thank you for 34 months. So many resubs back to back. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Smile. Hard to say if Steve should be banned. I don't know if the community's cut out to make rules for themselves. Might be easier to make a decision if like there was like an official ranking or if there was like an official rule set. But I mean, it's been 6 years and it's not really happening. So I think for now we let it rock. Keep looking at the chat and getting Wi-Fi minecarded. Yeah, Steve is better offline, online. He's good either way. No, I just was able to run on top of the block. I don't think the block had any, like, if anything, it was making it less likely to work, but it worked out. Yeah, it's not a Nintendo problem. The Smash community just fucking sucks at making rules. As that worked, I saw the dash shot come out. No, it's not about like being a bad community. It's just they just can't. They've never made a good rule set or a consistent one. I mean, it's kind of hard when you're not like a fucking professional sport when it comes to like ranking and stuff, but go hook. I don't know if there is a first step since, I guess it doesn't matter if there's a new game. I think, yeah, it's good for sure. But the thing is, it's not actually going to be a unified rule set because not every tournament's going to use it. Why should there be PRs if you're using a rule set? Why should there be world rankings if there's different rule sets? You know, best of 5 might happen somewhere else. Best of 3 might happen somewhere else. What's the point? If we're playing a different game, why are we getting ranked like we're playing the same game? And I sound like a little harsh for sure, because like I'm not making the rule sets. I know it's difficult, but still, a lot of these things shouldn't exist unless certain things exist. You know what I mean? It's not about the better player. It's about having the same rules for ranking. Say maybe I should have force smashed. It is definitely harsh, but I think it has to be harsh if you want to rank players. I think it has to be extremely equal regardless of how harsh it is. If you're going to rank people under the same microscope, it has to be the exact same no matter what. It has to. It's definitely unrealistic. And it's also a little rude of me because, you know, we're not the fucking NBA or something, you know, but at the same time, like basically I'm not doing anything about it, so why am I so harsh? But I'm just saying it like it is. Like there's no such thing as a ranking unless, you know, like I'm gonna show up either way. Like I'm gonna do my podcast, I'm gonna support events, I'm gonna stream the game regardless. But yeah, I'm just saying like it is. My banana!
And for your intro. Okay, so she ran over.
Inside?
No, she went down to the emergency exit and I tried to walk. What else things off? She's just sitting there. It goes farther towards the door, looking around, like looking like she's gonna go outside. Then goes over to Karen's door, with popping her claws on her. Alright, ready to come inside? I scoop her up. I bring her in. She flies out of my arm.
I saw her come in and then juke you.
Twice. She is acting like she's gonna jump over the rail. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. So I have to like distract her. She runs all the way downstairs. Right, leave me from Go.
She's extra playful.
Go. Go. We don't want you. Go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes. Get in.
Holy fuck, I can't whip punch that! Phone was ringing for a second, sorry. Her phone might be ringing. I'm gonna ask her. This game. Is your phone in here, baby? I think it's ringing. I'm not 100% sure if I'm hearing things.
No, you're hearing music outside.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
I'll pick the Sixers winning a championship. I already feel like I've kind of accomplished that. The first part. Like, in multiple games, so. And by multiple, I mean 2. Do you need help?
Yeah, when she comes out. Maybe you could coax her out? You don't have to end stream, right?
I'm just gonna Tiny out when we're done. I'm gonna give Tiny insulin. GG's.
Behind the door. I don't want to just like rip her out of that spot.
I'm gonna use the back.
I want her to feel comfy. Yeah. Now the insulin. Where's your baby? There he is. Oh my god. You. gonna do weird. Very nice. Thanks. Nothing to be scared of. Scared of. Oh, that's quite. Oh, where'd it go? Sorry, I didn't even close it correctly.
Might as well.
I just don't want her to get freaked. Sure.
GG's. Alright, I think she's getting better at taking it. That was like the third time. She had an ultrasound, so her belly is shaved, and when I picked her up, definitely freaked me out for a second.
Baby. Baby. I saw it. Saw it.
She just went right back to the spot.
Yeah. That's why I don't know if she about getting blood taken. Blood.
She just got diagnosed with diabetes, so we're like learning how to treat that.
Oh. Baby, is it good? Go, 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 go.
Shrouded Fable Pokemon set. Oh, did they like release more English stuff about it?
There's a really cool Palafin.
We've been keeping up. Not very recently, but we've been keeping up.
For instance.
And you're confident she ate enough so far today.
Yes.
But if
And her
she
bowls-
seems weird, you'll just give her some more.
Your herbals. Sure. Your bowls are out, okay, baby girl? She's been eating, like.
Bro, I lost so many subs. Help. Help. Yeah. Get some water real quick.
I open the door a little bit. Someone's chilling there. Oh, thing? Oh my god. Are you?
Okay.
All right. Ethan, thank you so much for 11 months. I was gonna end it, but maybe I'll be right back. I sp I spilled something in the kitchen, so I need a second. Here, beat. It is still Shuckle, yeah. Fuck, I just denied the egg. That was a shiny. I actually don't think it's determined until you accept it. Who's after Shuckle? Wimpod. I think if I did a sub goal, it'd be a sub goal to like, I don't know. Like do sub games or enter a Wi-Fi tournament. Like that's the kind of stuff I would do sub goals for. Yeah, of course, Diddy Barrels is great versus blocks, but you have to really understand how the flow of the match is going. There's a few factors. There's if you're in the lead, if you're at a deficit, the timer, if banana's in play or not, the type of block. Like if it's dirt, most likely not gonna want to barrel into it unless the Steve's getting hit a lot by it. Um, but yeah, it depends. Definitely depends. You know, there's a situation where the barrels almost kills the blocks, but not quite. Then you got to play the situation after. You think Steve killed ult? I wouldn't say that. Ultimate's not like dead or anything, but it's definitely like could have been better probably. But there's plenty of characters that are like pretty game ruining. It's not Steve's fault. Like Steve's part of the problem, but he's not the problem. He's just a really big problem. It's not solely Steve though. In terms of characters, there's like double digit amount that are like pretty game ruining, I think. Just because there's just that whack. Like, let's look. Who's a participant in ruining Ultimate? Min Min, Game Watch, Steve, Sonic, stuff like that. Kazuya, like, and then there's a bunch of little offenders, you know what I mean? She came out? Oh, I didn't even notice.
What?
Happy birthday. If I say thank you and act really excited, even though it's not my birthday, will I get a bunch of subs? Maybe we should act like every day is my birthday. Do you think there's a problem with the game engine itself? I don't know if there's a problem with the engine. I've personally never had that big of a problem with the buffer system or like platform movement. Usually I can't sympathize with people with that stuff. When I play other platform fighters, I can tell that Ultimate's weird, but I don't really play other platform fighters, so it's fine. I think there's some wonky hurt boxes because there's so much movement with like the low profiling and shifting, and um, I think it would be nicer if there was more clarity with that stuff. But I don't think that's an engine thing. But I think that shit is pretty rough. It's because when you're playing like a second to second match and you do something and visually it looks like it should work, but it doesn't. I don't like that. When it's not like a like poor execution or anything, it's just you don't have like magnifying glasses for eyes, so you can't like really tell with the pancaking and hurt box shifting. I think the interesting thing about uh talking about the game's engine and mechanics and characters being whack or not, it's interesting. I think when I was younger, like Smash 4 was the most serious I ever got competing in a game, let alone Smash. Like I got into Melee and Project M for a bit because I was waiting for Smash 4. Smash 4 comes out, I go all out. And you kind of just accept everything in Smash 4 as like, this is Smash, this is competing in Smash. And as rough as it is, um, you don't really question like the future. I feel like when you're younger and it's your first time taking something super seriously, you kind of just accept things as the rules, even if it's a shitty rule. So like by the time Ultimate comes around, it feels like I can like judge things with more perspectives, and I can also criticize how silly I was in Smash 4 as well. So it's interesting. Like I think like a lot of the time when I see an Ultimate player justifying something in Ultimate that's like clearly like trash, it's usually one of the younger like up and coming players, and I think it's because they don't have that much to compare it to or base it off of, and it's easier for them to accept it as absolute, like this is the game. Like, and that makes so much sense to me. Like I get that. Because when Bea was such a problem in Smash 4, for me it was like she was just everywhere in my Smash life that you kind of just either have to deal with it or you don't. And I just didn't have anything to compare it to. I didn't play Project M long enough. I wasn't like winning events. I didn't play Melee long enough. Nice. So I think when you don't have that much to compare it to, it's easier to like die on weird hills. And then when you have more data and like you have more experience in Smash, like it's like, oh, that was not worth dying on. Hmm? Oh really? I had no idea they put Lorvesta, shiny Lorvesta in Go. I almost have enough candies naturally to evolve a Lorvesta. I haven't used any rare candies for it. I'm too greedy. Which current top player do you think will be the next big commentator? I feel like it would be a little rude to be like, yeah, they're about to retire. They're gonna commentate. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not even about broken characters. It's more so about like weird intricacies. Like a younger player will just accept it for what it is. I think a lot of the time because they don't have as much to compare it to. Basically, what I'm getting at. I can't think of many of my close Smash friends. Like, I don't know if they would be great commentators or not. I don't think Cola would be a great commentator. I don't know. Maybe like once in a while hopping on the mic would be funny, but then why does 99% of the Melee community play Fox? I think you're maybe misunderstanding what I'm trying to talk about. I might be like a little confusing, so it's not about character selection or something. Yeah, I thought of Mars and Light, but I don't know if they want to, and I don't know if they would be great commentators. I think they would be perfectly fine, probably. That was a response to someone in chat, not you. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I guess there's no one that would just be perfect for the job, but everyone could bring something to the table. Like, I don't think I would be that great of a commentator either. Once again, I feel like once in a while, cool, but yeah, it's actually pretty hard to rank the best characters in Smash, or like, who's better than who for the best characters of each game. I think it's easy to do it if you're being stupid, but it's pretty hard to do it if you're actually thinking. Brawl Meta Knight definitely is the best one ever. Definitely the best one. But it gets hard after that. I just, it's hard. I'm going for a shuckle. Yeah, Stephen Bayo's tough. And Fox might be better than both. Pikachu, I'm not as qualified to talk about, but I think I could be qualified to rank the rest of them. But yeah, Meta Knight's the easiest answer. Meta Knight's the best. Bayo or Steve? Who's better? Smash 4 Bayo, Ultimate Steve.
Hard to say.
It's
I think
so
I think
hard
the
to say.
feeling is way different. I think that anyone with a functioning at the level that they do, it was a real difference actually getting good. It really wasn't like your average 1-2. So arguably 10 players.
Fox has a move that is invincible and kills at 0%. Fox is definitely broken as fuck. And it's frame 1, kills at 0.
No Japan. Oh, what's it called? Job application.
Oh, God.
Hero finish.
But so does Puff. Rest and shine are not the same thing, bro. Shine can happen whenever. Fox Shine is like just you just gotta look at matchup spreads. So Fox realistically might be better than Steven Bayo. But it's like if you look at Steve's matchups and Bayo's matchups, it gets a little finicky. Because who can Steve realistically lose to? Corrin, Cloud, uh Hero, maybe. Sephiroth.
Hi, honey.
I feel like Bayo and Steve have a similar matchup like spread when it comes to iffy matchups. But Steve actually might have more iffy matchups than Bayo. So it's tough. Like Bayo might actually be better if in like the perspective of the game they were playing. Oh, I think their own games is the fairest way to talk about it. Because what's the point of talking about a vacuum that doesn't exist, you know? Why not talk about the games as they are? Because then, who did Smash 4 Bayo struggle with the most? And I'm going to answer it for you. uh, Cloud could be iffy, like maybe an even. Diddy could be a losing matchup. Uh, Fox could be like kind of like Cloud, but probably a little better. So maybe we won't even include that. Uh, See, we're already running out. Pikachu, Marth and Corrin. So it's very similar. Sheik was a losing matchup. I think Sonic realistically could have been even or losing for Bayo as well. So it's about the same. In my opinion, I think it should come down to matchup spread, like with the losing matchups, because those are the only small edges these characters are gonna have with each other. Because who cares if they just beat everyone's ass? Like, who cares how they do it? If they do it, they do it. Steve struggles with Cloud Core and Sonic. Uh, Sephiroth maybe.
Like,
Stuff. I might give it to Steve. Min Min maybe, yeah. It's so hard. For a while, I was leaning towards Bale, but right now I'm leaning towards Steve being better. Hard. But I think in terms of matchup spread, I guess it's a little weird to do it by matchup spread because of how different the size of the roster is. But wouldn't Fox be better than both Bayo and Steve?
hi.
When she walks, I just see it pop.
I think they might have brushed.
Fox loses to the second best character. I don't think he's better. Okay, but who else? We named a handful for Bayo and Steve. So far for Fox, we've named one.
I know you're just
That's closer to Meta Knight than it is to Stephen Bayo.
just beefing with one guy.
Fox beats Puff, bruh. Come on. And even then, it's still not enough. Yes, who? No, Meta Knight did not go even with Snake. You can only possibly make arguments for even matchups for Meta Knight. You cannot make a losing matchup argument. Yeah. So realistically, with the logic I'm currently using, Fox is better than Steve and Bayo. Remember when Snake was good in ult? Like right now, he's probably the best he's ever been.
Okay.
Purple, thank you for 43 months. How's Tiny holding up? She's doing well. She's right over here. She's home. Her belly's shaved. 3 of her legs are shaved. She took her insulin well. She's been eating. She's been using the bathroom.
Advice.
She's purring. She's playful. It's like a dream come true. I'm emotional just talking about it. I was very scared for a while. Three shaved legs, yeah. One of them is fine.
So, I pick you up. Or you don't want to. Did the fucking rubber band hit you in the eye? Look at her. I think the rubber band hit her in the eye. Wait. Oh, there you that one. She's blinking one eye. What happened? Getting injected? Let me pet you.
Bro, y'all are falling for it. Fox does not struggle with some of these characters in Melee. Y'all are falling for the bait. Don't fall for the fucking bait. Don't listen. Fox does not struggle with fucking Donkey Kong in Melee. Don't fall for the bait, dude.
People put infant shirts on their cats that have freestyle Libras. I don't think she'll deal with it. But
No.
I think it's
Not in this apartment, I don't think. The Fox propaganda, dude. So yeah, maybe there has to be a different criteria for who's better than who. Maybe matchups is weird because of roster sizes. But still, when you're the best in the game, it has to be small things like that to decide who's better. It can't just be like who's more dominant because they're both broken as shit and killing at 0. So why not we go like with the weird intricacies of a matchup chart? So I think Fox is probably better than Bayo and Steve. And Bayo and Steve is really close. But Pikachu's hard to include in this because there's fucking 2 characters. Maybe there needs to be different criteria. Maybe it's just vibes. Maybe all we need is some vibes.
I'm petting her. She's literally just letting me pet her.
I think Steve is better than Bayo. I think that's what I'm going to decide on. And I think Meta Knight's the best out of all of them. Nathan, thank you so much for the 3 months. Hey Tweak, I'm in a bracket right now. Would you say Short Hop Banana Toss good against reflector characters like Game & Watch and Falco? Not as much Falco. Falco, you might want to be more vertical. Game & Watch, there is a spacing where you can deal with the reflector and try to hit Game & Watch's face. I don't think it's possible to rank the top characters. That's probably true. It's probably easier to compare like Brawl to Ultimate, or at least Smash 4 to Ultimate. But yeah. Steve is probably better than Bayo. Something that is like really selling it for me is Steve gets a lot of his crazy stuff off of like brute force offense. like crazy shield
Okay.
pressure that's safe, like rapid shield pressure that's safe. Um, and you know what I mean? And like the constant hitboxes and sharking and just being super safe and breaking your shield or poking it. And a lot of Bayo's crazy stuff was actually more of a defensive thing. Like which time requires you to hit Bayo. Um, Bayo's dash grab was really dangerous to get hit by, so there's that. That's a brute force thing she could do. But if Bayo did like a forward air 1 on your shield, um, she's not gonna do like 1,000 things to like just brute force you out of your shield and kill you. So I think based on the brute force plus how strong Steve's defense is as well, it's hard not to give it to Steve. But one thing I would, if I were to rank Bayo as better than Steve, it would be because when Steve is losing, it looks pretty rough. When he's at a deficit, like a stock lead or worse, and he has like no materials, he looks like a piece of shit. Like he's just flailing, he's desperate, the timer's going down because the person won't approach. Like, so Bayo never looked like that. When Steve is really losing, he looks significantly worse. When Bayo was losing, it was like more like she's getting choked out, and it wasn't as like, oh, like this character's struggling. It was more like their defense was just too strong. But when Steve is getting like hit by Cloud over and over and can't do anything, that gives Bale an argument, I think. But I think overall, like block with like the defense and the camping, and then the brute force like offense, along with also having some of that like spice that Bayo has with like disadvantage reversals, it's it's hard not to give it to Steve. Steve's recovery is probably worse, but it's not worse enough. So yeah, it's weird because as someone that played both games, when I'm really winning versus Steve, it feels really ugly. Like, but at the same time, that might be more on the Steve than I'm thinking. But when the Steve is flailing and they're down 2 stocks and they just can't do anything, and like I'm just running away from them and they're too slow, like so like that's the only moment where I feel bad for Steve. But that's it. And if anything, that's probably just like a significant amount of mistakes on the Steve's end. Brawl Meta Knight would fuck Steve up bad. He would not care about the reversals. I'm pretty sure Shuttle Loop would just fucking destroy Minecart. I honestly would love to see it. I would pay money to see like just play out a dream in my head of what it looks like at top level. He wouldn't even be able to get like minecart out. or Anvil out. It would be fucking brutal. Dude, you know what makes Ultimate such a dream come true? How much I played out like top tier Sheik, like Smash 4 Ultimate Sheik, like really good Sheik, like not Brawl, versus like Snake if he was in 4 or something. And the best part about it is it plays like so similar to what I anticipated it to play like. If only she was like as good as Smash 4, it would be exactly how I anticipated. But it's so cool. Like Snake being in the game is just so fucking cool. You think Melee Fox would lose to Steve? That one is difficult. I'm I always have a lot of faith in the mobile character running away and like being crazy. But it definitely wouldn't be as easy as Midnight versus Steve. Did you anticipate K. Rool or Banjo to play the way they do? No. That is harder, I think. Maybe K. Rool a little bit. Banjo, not quite. Banjo's a weirdo. It's great. Yeah, I think the edge guarding isn't as important to think about because, you know, Fox gets edge guard in every game. Are you going to be able to pull it off? Most of the time, probably not because you're going to get your ass beat. Like, Melee Fox would be good versus the blocks. He'd have great defense. He'd have great defense while his shield is getting hit, which is really good. Better than Ultimate Fox. Um, he'd have better ways to kill. His lasers are much better. Uh, his edge guarding would be great, or at least more threatening and put more pressure on the ledge in the corner. Having responses to Steve wailing on your shield is great. Up throw up air would be a nice win condition, but you probably wouldn't be looking for it too much because if you get close to Steve, you're gonna die. Melee Fox get walked by Steve's jab. He would. He would. It would be the same shit. He'd just die. Having the shine stall would give him like more mix-ups and potentially get him out of it in the first place. Yeah, but he'd still get fucked up by that type of thing. Same stuff. Having like jab ones would be really good versus Steve. Like grounded pokes versus Steve. Ultimate Fox doesn't really do that as much. Down tilt killing would be not bad, especially if they're fishing to kill you at lower percents with up tilts and jabs. But yeah, I just feel like the harder argument is like Bayo and Steve, but Fox might just be better than both of them. But it's weird because there's less characters. And then Pikachu, like I don't even really fucking care. I'll just say Pikachu's the worst out of all of them, but it's not really me trying. Pikachu's definitely the least egregious, despite like the disadvantaged state stuff and recovery stuff. Pikachu's the least egregious, like, to me. Meta Knight's better than all of them. That's the easy part. The thing about like when people compare Steve and Bayo to like Meta Knight, it's like, all right, let's try to think if they're better than Fox first, or who's better than each other first. Like, let's not go straight to Meta Knight.
Oh, she wants to play, but I don't want to give her.
She got home after being gone for a day and immediately like got right back to
Yeah, she's
business.
like, come on. I'm like afraid she's gonna be so tired all day. She likes the food that the vet gave her better.
Oh, really?
She
Okay.
ate a little bit of both, but because I gave Rampy a can, ate some of that, but she liked the diet food better, surprisingly. Even
I think
though
she likes new stuff as well. She might switch up pretty quick. I don't even know if Tornado is Meta Knight's best special. I feel like Shuttle Loop's better than Tornado. Yeah, I think if you get used to Tornado with Meta Knight and Ultimate, it's pretty cool, but it's still a little weird. Like the startup and then the janky movement after. But if you get used to it, like it's pretty fun. I think Meta Knight's fine in Ultimate. Yeah, Shuttle Loop is better than Tornado, dude. Shuttle Loop is completely toxic. I think Ultimate Snake is significantly better than Brawl Snake. Ultimate Snake is pretty fucking insane. Brawl Snake only went down on the tier list, you know what I mean? Snake has never like fallen off or anything. I think Diddy's perfect in Ultimate. He's so cool. Tips on the Snake matchup? I mean, it depends on who you're playing. Like what character you're playing as. They should bring back Brawl pop gun frame data though. That shit would be crazy. I mean, Brawl mechanics, like advanced techniques, are the fucking coolest out of any Smash game. This is where B reversing and wave bouncing came from. Dacus, glide tossing, buffered Dacus. It had the coolest like individual character shit too. Brawl has the coolest tech in any Smash game. It is so fucking wonky and cool. How would you rework Steve if you had the choice? I'd probably make him have no materials when he respawns, so he has to. And then might make his up be a little bit easier to hit. Might make his buttons on shield not as crazy. I don't know. I think nerfing Steve is weird because you don't want to just make Steve the worst character ever. Well, maybe we do, but we don't want to make it that obvious. I think Steve could really easily be like made to be really shitty, which is unfortunate. Yeah, you could like nerf F Smash. Like that's an easy one. You can nerf Minecart in whatever way you want. Maybe flesh out his animations in some way too. They're pretty bad. Obviously get rid of like the clipping, try to fix the clipping through stage stuff and um the and like the what is it, PMLG thing. Oh really? I didn't notice. No air blocks is weird. Like cuz it either makes block like really fucking easy to deal with or the best fucking move ever. So I don't know if we should take that from Steve. Like it's really broken, but it's a cool idea. And just straight up taking it away would be a little soulless, I think. I think it would be a priority to nerf other stuff. And I think when Steve like has a block, like when he's standing on a block in midair, or if he anvils, those shouldn't count as touching the stage. Because he gets like ledge invincibility. They shouldn't count as the stage. They should you should have no ledge invincibility if you regrab with that kind of stuff. Especially anvil. Because that's just a move. You're just doing an attack to get ledge invincibility. I don't know. I feel like mid-air block is like a weird one. I get why it needs to go, but at the same time, he'll only be using block to fucking camp now. Like it's soulless. I'd rather him have that broken thing because it's just more. It's just more. Yeah, you don't want to make the character have no soul. Like nerfing F smash and things like that are easy ways to keep the character intact, and no one's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why would you nerf that?" Like if you nerf Diamond F smash, no one's going to like blink. It would be nice if like characters would just like if they're getting hit strong enough, like the blocks would just break. But at the same time, that's another thing that's unique to Steve. But it's a little wonky, like with the tech situations and like some characters not being able to tech and kill screens not happening when they should. Shouldn't be able to act out of minecart. I don't know, man. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Hero Watt, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thanks so much. I've been shiny hunting this shuckle for at least a month. Good thing it's gonna be shiny right now. Oh, really? Imagine. Never predicted one. I throw it out there once in a while. So yeah, there's easy stuff, like just the kill power is obviously a bit crazy on Anvil F Smash. Like, that's easy. Anyone can figure that out. But it gets weird if you're trying to like really break the character apart and nerf stuff like the air blocks and stuff. Oh yeah, there's a lot of glitches and stuff. Like I'm sure it'll be looked at. What if they lowered the roof on how high you can place air blocks? I could see them doing a lot of this stuff. We'll just see if it's like enough or too much, you know what I mean? It's hard to do it perfectly, I think. Because there's a lot of other characters that need just as much attention, you know what I mean? But Steve is definitely more likely to get it than the other characters that need to be nerfed like pretty badly. It was the 18th, so yeah.
Lived 1,000 miles. Like I can't even like.
Yeah.
I don't even remember being.
It was such a good day too.
Tiny.
There-
She's using the bathroom. I just got her to drink a bunch of water. I don't know why. It's like she didn't remember how to use it. She stuck her head under the fountain part and she got upset. Like since when? Like oh how could
Yeah, there's easy nerfs like Rob Sideby going to free fall. Perfect. Send it.
So I do want to go on her mission. I know it's early to think about it, but
Yeah.
I think
Especially like money wise.
I think she did it. She did really well overnight at the hospital. I think if we send her with would be
Yeah.
and it's the partner vet to Mount Laurel, and also they only have cats, so there's no dogs or any. I think leaving the other two here is fine, but I would like her to be boarded. I know she gets her. I think my mom could do it, but I probably won't
Mhm.
like her. Like I hate that this happened. Like I really wanted to birthday. I feel selfish saying that too, but actually started to do it. So 30. I'm gonna be
I gotta find a way to make more money.
cool. I'm gonna open commissions for her because she's basically a monthly expense. I'm not sure how much her glucometer is going to be. Maybe like, but it's 2 weeks. Stays on her off a little bit. It's for people, but apparently they're making a cat version or dog version that's even smaller.
Yeah.
Fall off either way. I think she's too fat to scratch it off her.
Yeah, there's a lot of easier nerfs. Like Kazuya just should do less damage on individual hits. So he needs to have more stage to work with for 0 to death and stuff. Game & Watch, you can nerf a bunch of things, right? That would all make sense. This is the craziest shiny hunt. Where the fuck is it? Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone.